that went to a 30th party. She went up to a hotel, done coke with some guys, been married 2 years with kids, been together 14 years. I'm 34, she 35. I'm the breadwinner. Should I piss away my marriage and afraid for my 2 boys and my other boy on the way? I would do a paternity test, bro. You know, man, your wife doing some whole shit. I would do a paternity test, number one, and then, I mean, that's the biggest form of betrayal, bro. Like,
I'm curious to know how he found out about this scenario here.
Yeah, I'm interested to know that too.
Did she tell him?
This is from the prior show.
Yeah.
His wife went on a boat party with some people, didn't tell him, and then she went up to a hotel room and did cocaine with some guys.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so did she just do like cocaine, or were there like other activities? Because I feel like there's a movie. I apologize. There's a movie like this. Like, I mean, she probably did coke, mind you, and do whatever drug you want. But she probably did coke before she was like a stay-at-home mom. So did she do anything else, or was she just trying to spark something in her, like from her golden years, without being
Either
a
way,
wife or
it don't matter. She did it. That's messed
coke,
up, man.
doing coke, or like being with men? What are the
both.
things that you're upset with?
Yeah.
Because I mean, mind you, coke, I mean, like, the mother of my child, you should have like did your party phase, blah blah blah, right? I can understand that. But he said that he wants to piss away his marriage. Did she do something with the men, or was it like, oh, I have a little J, you want to come out here? Oh, what's going on with you? All right, bye, y'all, have a great day. Like, what was the interaction? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we always tell guys not to get with girls that do drugs, period.
I feel like
yeah, coke is a drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna judge anyone. Do whatever you like. I mean,
This is wife, though.
I
I mean,
like
honestly, like, drugs are drugs. At the
if
end
the
of the day.
roles were reversed though, right? And that was your husband, he went to a hotel with a bunch of women and did coke, would that make you feel some type of way if you guys do have children together?
No,
Yeah.
definitely. But I'm asking, what is the point of him being upset? Her doing drugs?
I would say
or
both.
like
She
But
just
also
told
the
you.
possibility. There's a possibility that
that's
there could have
his.
been something that happened there without you knowing, because who's going to admit to that? I mean,
Definitely.
it's bold enough to even admit that you went to a hotel and did coke with somebody, let alone if
Yeah,
you're
that's a
actually,
lot.
fucking.
We don't
them.
know if she admitted it. He found out. We don't know how he found out though.
Right.
I mean,
So
it's
that's
a
what I'm
lot to
saying,
do
like-
to go to any place without your partner knowing. I mean, I just
Right,
think that you
but
should
I'm saying,
tell
like-
people where you are.
It's interesting to hear their
The
perspective
point
on it.
is, there was drugs and niggas. That's an L. No matter how you look at
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Drug
I mean,
I
don't think piss it
drugs
away.
are
Don't
just
justify
drugs.
her actions.
I'm not gonna justify her actions, but I'm
And
like,
stop questioning
well, with
her
me,
actions.
I don't do like drugs. I have too many eggs in my family.
Are you
to start
sure?
That. Yeah, I like a little, But I mean, that's not a drug. That's an herb. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do like drugs. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
I like you better when you talk less.
Well, I liked you better when you didn't address me with such a respectful or disrespectful tone.
Ooh.
What?
This is my personality. If you don't like it, then that's fine.
She got you there, Fresh.
I'm trolling you.
The hell's wrong with you? Like, I
Okay,
care.
you taking it too personal?
No, I'm not actually. I think it's like really cute. Okay, so that's like a bit too much with the trolling. Okay.
What the Yo, what drug are you on? What the fuck? Okay,
Life.
let's move on.
Life, Fresh. She's on life.
Oh my God.
I love that. Thank you, Chris.
All right.
Okay, anyone else? I don't know.
I would say I wouldn't piss the marriage away if it's something you're happy with or you worked with. I would conversate with her, talk to her,
See if there's a way
see
to
where
work it
her
out.
head is.
Yeah, and
Maybe I don't know.
regardless-
Some people give second chances, some people don't. If you're not feeling it, that's your marriage.
I'll tell you where
Piss it
her
away.
head was.
But
I
Yeah, I
Probably.
mean, and you're already a few kids in. You have bigger responsibilities to be worrying about in this situation. I mean, once you decide to have kids with somebody, it
That's a
doesn't
lifetime
only
commitment.
come down to just you and that person anymore. You now have other people to consider with what you do moving forward.
So he should keep a cheating wife around?
No. But
I'd
the
say-
conversation
That's what she-
should be a
She
broader
didn't cheat.
conversation.
You don't consider being on a boat with a bunch of
Yes.
dudes and doing cocaine
I
with
thought it
men
was
in
a
a hotel
hotel.
room cheating?
Oh,
I
was it?
I
Yeah,
would,
okay, you're right.
because if my man did that, I'm.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
that- we're
Just
talking
tell me
because-
where you're going. Like,
There's
I
a
mean,
lot that they have to sit down and
See, you
talk
wouldn't even
about.
tolerate it from a man, and men are more predisposed to, to want to have sex with other people. So, like, if
Yeah.
a woman does it, it's even worse.
No, it
Yeah,
I'm not
definitely is. I
tolerating
mean,
that from nobody.
just hiding the sheer fact that you went somewhere without your partner knowing, if you're married.
So now
with
you're changing your
children.
mind?
No, I wasn't changing my mind in the beginning. I was asking why he's upset because she did coke, or because she was with men, or a third because she did all this without telling him.
All the
I'm
above.
asking
Yeah.
why he's upset.
All
All
of
the
it.
above.
All of
Because I
it.
mean, you could be upset about
Just
someone
naming
doing
all
coke.
the
yourself.
reasons.
No, I'm not. You could be upset about someone doing coke. You could be upset about someone having conversations with the different gender, or you can be upset about someone going to an event that you didn't know about. So what was he upset about initially?
It's all the
Because you don't know
above.
if he does coke either. You don't know if they met at a club
He's jealous because he
25
wasn't
years
invited.
ago in the bathroom doing coke.
That's how
You
he's
don't know
mad.
how
I think it
you don't know
depends
what he's
on-
upset about.
I think it
It's
depends
It's all the
on what
above
you
because on
allow
our
in your
podcast,
relationship.
one of the biggest things we tell guys is to avoid girls that are alcoholics and avoid girls that do drugs.
I mean, I think that goes for
Yeah.
both genders, though. You don't want
Both
you know,
genders.
a woman doesn't really want a man that is alcoholic or does drugs, and vice versa.
But
Some
don't
bitches
don't
do.
you want
Some
a
bitches do.
relationship where you both have freedom to do whatever you want and like you still come back and love
I
each
just
other?
don't think it should only
No,
be
I-
avoided
well,
for
no.
the problem is that when
Mhm.
girls are alcoholics or do drugs, they typically are whores.
Well, not all of them.
men are the
but-
same.
A
sometimes
majority.
sober.
You need
Majority-
to know your
yeah, there's a lot of them,
non-negotiables.
Like doing the drugs inhibits your ability to
Of
use a little bit of
course.
discernment and critical thinking, and women are already emotional and it highlights emotions and it makes them do stupid shit. If a guy goes ahead and has a bunch of sex on drugs, it's not the same as a woman having sex
Why
on
not?
drugs.
Why is it not?
Why not?
Wow, why is it different?
Okay, what's your body count?
I don't know the number, honestly.
You don't know it? Okay. I'll just make it simple so I don't go into like a whole thing.
Yeah.
A key that opens many locks is a master key. A lock that opens
Mhm.
any key is a shitty lock.
Mhm.
Men and women are not the same when it comes to sex.
Yeah.
So, and men don't really ask for much in relationships. The biggest thing that men ask for is like, don't be a whore and
Of
hurt the
course.
relationship and be
Yeah.
promiscuous and have sex with other people.
Mm-hmm.
With a man, he could still fuck another girl and love his chick. A woman can't do the same.
I disagree with that.
Did you fuck a guy when you were with your guy?
Yes.
Did you actually like love and respect him then, you think?
That's cap, bro.
No, the answer is no.
She lied up.
Yeah.
Hell no.
No.
Because when
I
a girl's in
mean,
a committed relationship with a man she actually loves, other men are invisible to her.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Now, are there
Yes.
some
I
girls that are
agree.
able, hold on, real quick. Are there some girls that are able to have detached sex? Sure, but
What
a
if you-
majority can't.
But what if you have an open relationship?
Well, that speaks to a bigger problem. Whenever I've seen women have open relationships, it means that their guy is very deficient in something that's very important.
What's that?
It could be
It could be
anything.
a multitude of things. It could be he has money, but he's extremely unattractive physically, or he's just a pussy and soft, and she needs that, assertive attitude to get her aroused. Or it could be he's very attractive, but he's a brokey. So whenever a girl says she wants an open relationship, it means that her man is severely lacking something that's required.
So what does it mean if a man is requesting an open relationship?
That's
The
him just
same?
being a dude.
Vice versa?
That's
It's
just him being a dude. Yeah, men are always going to want variety.
I think that both.
So, but women can't have that variety.
They don't want that variety. Ideally, women want to typically have one guy that has all the traits that they're looking for. Masculine, attractive, have the money, etc. If you have all that one guy, everyone else is invisible to you.
right.
But on the other hand, let's say a guy's with a girl that's perfect. Oh, she's not a whore. She's great. Oh, my God. We still want other women.
I mean, do you want multiple dudes?
No.
There you
I
go.
mean,
So why are you arguing for it?
given I'm single, so I'm not in a relationship.
But that's the point, is if you were in a relationship with a guy you actually
If
like,
I was in a
you
relationship
wouldn't
with a
want to
guy-
be with other
no.
men.
No.
What about long distance relationships? It's a little different.
I mean,
that's a whole nother story.
It doesn't
Yeah.
change the
But-
fact that, like,
You shouldn't be
mean,
doing coke with other men.
look, anytime I've seen a
Right?
girl be in an open relationship with a man, that means the man's a pussy.
I don't think so at all.
Or he's a whore.
I don't think so at all.
So
Like,
then that
if
brings up a good
The
one for
man I
that,
was
that other
with was
comment.
very much a good man, respectable,
But that doesn't mean he's not a pussy.
beautiful soul. He's not a pussy.
And you left
What
him.
dictates a
Not a pussy at all.
And you
You
left
left
him.
a
him.
good
that?
man.
You left him,
to
though.
And you left him.
because he wasn't
Because-
treating me right. So
Okay,
That
but
in the comments.
look, what I'm saying is that if a dude lets other men have sex with his girl, he's a pussy.
I disagree.
Okay, so that dictates what that's your definition of.
Yeah, because a tenement of masculinity is having women submit and be loyal to you. Her having sex with other men is the biggest, like,
I can understand that.
betrayal
Yeah.
I
of
can
that.
understand that. I can understand that.
No guy you think any like alpha dude is gonna, or a masculine man is gonna let his girl have sex with other men?
And like it.
if he is comfortable with that,
The answer is a profound no.
What
Only
the
weirdos and cucks like that, and those are not guys that women
Yeah.
typically go for.
Fuck my woman.
And your
bitch.
own life experiences show that. Like, you're not with him anymore.
not because of that.
But that's a byproduct.
That's a
of
byproduct of
bigger
him being a
issue.
bitch. No offense, but that's a
Well, I don't
byproduct of
want
him
to
being
say
soft.
anything bad
Are
about
you
him because he's a
saying-
beautiful person, and
And you're not with him,
Yeah.
which
So-
proves my point.
Wow.
Are you saying?
And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, see, this is the thing. A lot of girls will sit there and say,
Fucking
"Oh,
overtime.
I like this and I agree with this, etc." But you're not actually attracted or respected or aroused by it. And I've always said this: like, women lie about what they really like. Like, what you really want is a guy to tell you, shut up, that's dumb. Yo, we're going to do this. I don't care what you think. We're going to do this. Women want assertive, dominant men because if I can stand up to you, that means I can stand up to the world. That means I can actually protect you because I don't let a woman influence what I do. If I, as a man, I'm supposed to be the leader in the relationship, I'm letting my girl have sex with other men, that effectively shows that I am a bitch. And I am willing to let people walk all over me because your woman is the one thing that you are going to be the most territorial about. Hyper-masculine, dominant men don't let their women have sex with other dudes. They're not cucks. Sorry.
W. Sneeko.
Nigga.
What? Anyhow, but yeah, the point is, if he can let you do that, then, I mean, does he really like you that
And it
much?
shows you're not with him anymore. The proof is in the pudding. Women say one thing, but they behave in another. And I always say, watch her actions, not what she says.
Yeah, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
It goes for everybody.
And I get it. Oh, he had other beautiful traits, but I guess it wasn't enough for you to stay with him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think she understands the undertones of his like growth, but she's just not trying to down someone's character.
Are you a
because
lawyer?
She understands that.
No, she's
You
P-
know,
she's
everything.
PR,
Are you a
man.
lawyer?
Fresh, she's PR, man.
Yeah, I don't
She's
like
PR
I don't
fresh.
like saying
No, that's
bad
my
things
friend.
about people.
You don't have to. You don't have
You
to. I
know.
mean, I'm just speaking fairly objectively here.
No,
It's not
I
a
get
knock
it.
on your guy,
I
but
get it. No, I
men
get it.
that I've seen that allow their women to have sex with other men almost always exhibit feminine tendencies. They're soft. They're not necessarily dominant. They're not assertive. They don't have their shit together. They are lacking in some way severely when they let their woman have sex with other men. And it never works out. It never works out whenever guys do this.
Yeah.
Because women are designed to serve one master, one man. That's typically how it
One
goes.
master,
Yes.
master,
Or slaves.
master. Can you dive into that?
Master
a bit?
Yoda.
I don't want to be like aggressive, but you said master, and I don't want to.
Well,
say
number one, it's just
yes.
it's a phrase where you know, you can't serve two masters. But what I'm saying, that's especially emphasized with females.
Do you think that men and women should like worship each other, and it shouldn't just be like, sorry, like
that.
if,
I don't
if-
think they should worship. I don't think either or should worship the other. But I do absolutely believe that the woman needs to like the guy more than he likes her
Worship.
for the relationship to actually work.
Okay.
Because women are harder to please. So since women are harder to please, they need to feel more fulfillment in the relationship. For them to feel more fulfillment in the relationship, they must like the man more.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Why not? Why do you disagree with that?
I think that women naturally are givers, like we are nurturers, right? So
Yeah.
if we just nurture, give, and you're saying that we should love you or like
Are you selective?
more, I am.
Okay, so
However, I wasn't finished with my point. And as I allowed you to, and I'm not doing it like that, but as I allowed you to speak, you should allow me
Go
to
ahead, finish your
mine.
point.
Thank you so much. I was saying that just as we're nurturers and we give to, let's say, the smallest little instinct of like, oh, he did this, he pulled the door open, I'm gonna just like make blah blah blah, right? Because at the end of the day, women on a generalization, like a level, like that's what we do, right? So I think that the men should actually love the woman a bit more. I feel like as he sees a flower that's beautiful, if he doesn't want to pick it to kill it, he could take a picture of it. I feel like as we are, because mind you, because I've seen a few clips, so like scientifically based, after you have a child by a man, there is something that goes down within their, I think it's like vasopressin or something like that. It's something that goes down with their attraction level. So if they don't love you 1,000 times more than they do before you're married, it's never going to work. And that's why we see all these women dying on the tables of BBLs because, or mommy makeovers, because we're allowing them to, let's say, feel this like connection that's severed of sorts after they have a child. So long story short, I feel like men should love women a bit more just because after a while their love goes down scientifically after they have a child.
Okay. So let me ask you a few questions. You said women nurturers, and then the man has to open the door for her, and then you also mentioned a woman
Not
having.
open the door, but like if you see a flower.
Well, you gave the specific example of a guy being on a date with a woman, right?
No, I said
And
if he
opening the door on a date.
No, I said if he sees a flower, he could take a picture
No,
of it.
prior to you saying that, you mentioned that he was on a date with her and opening the door,
Okay.
right?
I don't believe so, but if
You
I
did.
did, I had a
You
few
did.
drinks. So
I wrote it down.
necessarily know. Okay,
Yeah, I
well,
wrote it
good,
down.
good. You
So-
haven't been drinking great.
Yeah. That's not an excuse for not being competent, but either way, the point I'm
Competent, I am. Okay, the point that you're trying to make.
No, you didn't remember what you just said literally a
Don't call
second
me
ago.
bitch, Chris.
Huh?
Don't call me a bitch, Chris. So you could remind me without saying that I'm not competent.
Okay, anyway. So Chris,
Your
relax.
mama, ho.
Chris. So you said the guy's got to take the girl on a date and the woman's going to nurture, etc. But you're missing a huge thing.
What?
What you're picky, right? Yourself?
You can say.
What most of the ladies here say, most guys aren't attracted to you?
For different reasons, yes.
I'm attracted to someone's brain, not really their
Okay,
looks
but
as much.
most men
I
don't
mean,
have the
both.
brain that you're looking for. I'm guessing you want them to be
Yeah, I'm
interesting,
a sapiosexual.
charismatic. Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
you really enjoy conversation and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you mentioned having a child with the guy, whatever. And women tend to always forget this. You forget that the guy had to get to a certain place for you to even give him a date. You forget that the man
women
had to
get to a certain place.
No,
for
she
you to
didn't.
even get.
No, she didn't. And I'll explain why here in a second.
Please, I apologize.
For the guy to get the date in the first place, for the guy to even be able to impregnate her, he has to accomplish certain things and be attractive to even get this opportunity. But women, on the other hand, are the ones that are approached. Women are the ones that the guy comes up to them. Women are born with their value. Men must create their value, right? So
May I interject right there? Value. So value is subjective, right? So appearance. So even take me for example. You would say, oh, she was birthed like this. I'm 4'11". So even with weight, you can say, oh, she lost 40 pounds. Do you not think that that was inherently valuable for your appearance when you approach me?
the prerequisites required for a woman to get a date versus the prerequisites required for a man to get a date are vastly different, and the prerequisites of men are far higher and harder to achieve than women, period.
They're different, but I don't think that they're a bit more weight because at the end of the day, it calls for discipline, whichever. So if you're an overweight woman,
Stop. Hold on. Stop.
That's fine.
An
Yeah, I will
18-year-old
stop.
woman can be on a yacht with multi-millionaires versus an 18-year-old man will never get the opportunity.
An 18-year-old child with her frontal lobe not developed.
That's
is that
not
what you're
the point
saying?
I'm trying to make. The point
What
I'm
point
trying
are
to
you
make is this woman doesn't have any social status, is a nobody, and is able to be with the top tier of men. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that the burden of performance is on men. It is not on women. If women want to go ahead and achieve a career and make money, they can, but it is a choice. Men must become successful. Women don't have to be.
But
It's a choice.
women must be attractive in order to live this life,
but
right?
being attractive
But that
is
comes
not...
from a generation. So
have
mind
to
you, let's
be.
say me,
I've
right?
seen
A
smuggled
black
bitches.
family. We're gonna say if we do Kentucky.
look,
No. I
look.
understand your point, but we can
But-
like dead this conversation before you cut it off.
What?
We could dead the conversation before you cut it off because I wanted to make one more point, but you said look.
Well, we're talking... You're trying to deflect right now and go into something else.
I don't mean to deflect. I was meaning to answer your question, but if you feel like it's deflection.
Go ahead, finish your point.
Okay, thank you. So I was saying just as a woman that's 18 had to figure out the ways of being subservient, quiet, and hot, right? Now, mind you, think about coming from Kentucky when your grandmother cooks like maybe 3 or 4 times out of the week. So you may have gained a few pounds, maybe Southern Belle, right? But you've gained a few pounds. So what is the discipline of saying, hey, I am not going to put this Snickers in my mouth, but I'm going to make a protein shake. I am going to learn
I'm
that.
not gonna lie. No, I'm really
Okay.
confused and lost.
I don't know.
Like,
what's
when
happening.
you-
Either
when you
confused
speak, you
or-
tell a lot of
I feel
stories.
like
I
no,
don't-
I feel like men are saying, hey, we have to address our ego and make money, but women have to
Tangent. It's
address
called a
their
tangent.
appearance and let's say make sure that they're the equivalent of what a man
Do you remember
would
what the
make.
conversation... Do you remember what the
Idealistic, that's what you're
original
going for?
argument was?
Yes, that men and women, that men have
It
a
was the
stronger or
cocaine.
powerful way to create themselves and the women
No,
to be
the
subservient
conversation
because
was
they
that it's
shouldn't be
harder for
powerful.
men to get that date before a woman could or something.
But-
No.
but do you think it's
That
harder
is
for
not
you
the
to get a
original-
date with
See,
a
hold on.
multimillionaire?
This is the problem, and this is why I've been cutting you off, because you don't even remember what you're arguing anymore.
What am I
What we're arguing is why the woman
feeding
needs to
me
like the
drinks.
man more.
Okay.
Oh.
That was a long time ago, I feel
don't
like.
know.
But no, we've had conversations after that. The conversation
No.
flowed, allowed
That was the
to
original
happen.
point, and then you went off on a tangent when I
Okay, I
tried to
did
stop
go
you
off
because
on
you
a
went off on a
tangent.
tangent. See, this is why I need to interrupt you, right? And now, why it's so important to, be a podcast host, whatever, because if I let you just drone on, everyone forgets what the hell we were talking
Okay,
about.
you're right.
What I
apologize.
was saying was the woman needs to like the man more, and the
Women,
reason why the
girls
woman
on
needs...
girls. What are you talking about? You.
Yo,
Excuse
shut
me?
up, please.
What I was saying was the woman needs to like the man more because
Oh my.
the man needs to get to a point where he's even able to get the girl to nurture him. Because you made the argument, oh, he opened a door on a date, get a kid with him, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying the man needs to get to a certain point before she even does these things with him. The man needs to be attractive enough to even get the woman. So what I'm trying to say is this. You want to talk about science and numbers. Women initiate 80% of the divorces. Women overwhelmingly initiate the breakups. Women overwhelmingly get bored faster in relationships than men do. These are all facts. So knowing that women get bored in relationships and are more willing to end the relationship, who needs to be more fulfilled in the relationship? The woman, correct?
Yeah.
See.
For a woman to feel fulfilled in the relationship, she must like the man more and feel like she has the best option she could get so she doesn't go anywhere. That is why. It isn't me being an asshole or being misogynistic or whatever. It's just simple science that women get bored in relationships and end relationships more. So therefore, they need a higher level of fulfillment. For them to get that higher level of fulfillment, they need to feel like they get the best deal. For them to get the best deal, they need to have the best man. For them to have the best man, they need to feel a certain adoration for that man. That is why the woman needs to like the man more. That's how it works.
It's all throughout nature as well. I mean, this goes on for all animals, insects, whatever it is. You know,
the party that is more likely to end the relationship needs to be more satisfied. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Emotionally, physically, financially.
I mean, if you're looking at it even with like
category?
animals, though, if you're looking at it from an animalistic point of view, say it's like lions or some shit, or even like peacocks. Peacocks have to have their big, beautiful feathers in order to attract.
And the men actually.
Yeah, exactly. To attract the woman, the men are the ones that have to attract the woman, and the woman decides, "Oh, I want you," or "Ew, get the fuck away from me." So I mean, it goes on not only just in humans as mammals, but all mammals. I mean, sea creatures too, bugs. You see it with fucking amphibians, like everything. It goes on everywhere.
But
it's not just with humans.
I know. I agree with everything you said. You're right. Like, that's very true. Like,
since women are more predisposed.
I do get bored easily.
It's a natural thing.
And they've done studies on this. It's women overwhelmingly they get bored in relationships more. So, right, and we have the reason why you guys might have never heard this is because we live in a very feminist-centric world where we tell women they need to be happy, any means necessary. They deserve the best man that they can get, blah, blah, blah. And then we also tell women that the grass is greener on the other side. So women are very selective on men and they get bored easily. So guys need to be the best version of themselves to keep the girl around. That's really what it comes down to.
A lot of
but the girl needs to like him more.
Right.
That's my point.
I agree. And I think that a lot of it comes down to like a man's willingness to like stay committed to growth and evolution, because a lot of men choose to stay in the comfort zone. And you have to choose growth and evolution if you're with a woman that is like
with the longevity of the relationship.
Mindset. Yeah.
Definitely.
Because that's the big reason why I've ended relationships is they don't want to grow and evolve. They want to stay in the comfort zone, and I do not want to stay there.
I mean, that's fair though.
I mean, just maintain your frame basically, where the man is always achieving more, doing better. So pretty much.
Yeah, but that's my. Well, go ahead.
Me.
Thank you.
You said that men.
Hold on.
No, yeah.
You said that men needs more variety, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't it mean that they also get bored?
We're not gonna end relationships though. Like you'll be with your girl, and you're gonna keep your girl. You might have sex with some other girls, but you're gonna keep your girl.
Why wouldn't they end the relationship?
Because we're not like you guys. We can have sex with other individuals and still love our woman. Women can't really do that. That's why when girls cheat and they have a guy, they feel insanely guilty, and they wanna end the relationship, or they'll end the relationship before they cheat on him. Because men and women are different. We look at sex just like, oh, this is an activity. For you guys, it's an emotional investment. You're getting involved with another man. Like, women need to cheat. They need to feel something in the head before they get in bed, right? For us, it's like, is she hot? All right, that's enough.
It's just like a physical boredom.
It's a very physical thing.
Yeah.
It's a very physical thing and not an emotional thing.
I mean, I feel like that can go on for both parties, though. Say you're in a relationship and, somebody's not giving any type of sexual pleasure to the other person. Somebody is going to look for it somewhere but also if they're not happy in that relationship.
Women
not always.
Women aren't driven by sex to the same degree that men are.
Yeah.
What would make
besides those with like a high sex drive?
But that's. I mean, even a woman with the highest sex drive isn't even going to come close to like a guy. Men have like 10 times as much testosterone as women. Women just aren't as interested in sexual intercourse as men are.
Imagine a woman walking around with as much testosterone as a man.
They don't though.
That's why I said imagine. That's a big bitch.
What would women need to do in order to keep their relationship interesting sexually?
You're never gonna satisfy a guy by yourself. Sorry.
Not the same person.